So, this is happening. Hey everyone. From the Financial Post Tech Desk, trending. Twitter Inc. said to be working on anti-harassment keyword filtering tools to block tweets. So as we've been seeing more and more lately, Twitter is not a bastion of free speech. And yeah, it's a private company, so I suppose they can make up their own rules, and that's fine. But like I say, expect that company to see even more diminished returns, even lower stock valuations, and they will become eventually to the point, unless they correct their behaviors. And I mean, look at the people they put in charge, right? But until they learn to recognize and realize that, yeah, freedom of speech is very important for people, they will become the modern iteration of MySpace, relegated to the dustbins of history. Remember that? With the little bird? Remember? Tweeter? Remember you used to tweet stuff? Yeah. Twitter Inc. is working on a keyword-based tool that will let people filter the posts they see, giving users a more effective way to block out harassing and offensive tweets, according to people familiar with the matter. The San Francisco-based company has been discussing how to implement the tool for about a year as it seeks to stem abuse on the site, said the people who asked not to be identified because the initiative isn't public. By using keywords, users could block swear words or racial slurs, for example, to screen out offenders, or a whole lot more, right? Once you create a filter that you can, like I said, anyways, Twitter has struggled to find a technological solution to the turmoil that can result from the product's core feature. Anyone could publicly say anything to anyone else. Well, that's kind of... Oh, look! That's called freedom of speech. How can we find ways to circumvent freedom of speech? It's just too funny how many ways they can twist and distort the language to try to make that sound okay. Abuse has led to many high school profile departures of celebrities and journalists. Oh, no, we don't want poor celebrities and journalists. Well, that's the thing, journalists really, though. A journalist that would be against free speech? No, the kind of fucking journalists that would be pissed off about people being able to spew whatever they want to say, they're not actually real journalists. You mean propagandists. Sorry. Oh, you made a mistake in this article. Propagandists, not journalists. Who say they can no longer stand to be attacked. They never heard that button, or you can block people. They never heard of that, I guess. Like, there are these journalists. Well, maybe you should investigate the fact that there are lots of ways that you can not have to hear or ignore, or even if you do see it, guess what? That's the thing. We keep talking about telling them that there are ways that you can avoid this stuff, but you know what? What we really should be saying is, suck it the fuck up, Buttercup. If you're on public social media that is a platform for everybody, well, expect that, yeah. Just like if I'm standing in the middle of a busy fucking street in an urban center, I'll expect to see a whole lot of people, bicycles, and cars all around. And for me to try to say, well, I don't want them, I'd be an idiot. Don't stand in the public fucking square if you're scared of the public, dumbasses. Jesus. There was a New York Times reporter who quit after enduring a spate of anti-Semitic tweets, for example, as well as actress Leslie Jones, who faced a similar barrage of racist and sexist attacks. You chose to become part of the public sphere. You put yourself out there. It's like, oh, but I don't want... I want to make myself a big giant target, so I want the focus of attention to be on me, but I want to be able to control all of that attention. Jesus Christ. Like I say, control freaks, man. These fuckers are control freaks is what it is. They can't stand the fact that they want to not only be the center of the universe and have all the focus and attention on them, they want to be able to completely dominate and control the attention they get. I hope Twitter continues to falter, man. I mean, I use Twitter, but hey, there's other ways and other methods to get your news, right? or to share your pictures of your fucking dinner or whatever everyone else does, or you know, espouse or speak freely. You don't need Twitter. So Twitter, either you better get someone in there that understands freedom of speech, and it's an American company. Oh, man. It'd be different if it was a company that was originated in places that didn't understand the importance of freedom of speech. It's the First Amendment, for crying out loud, of the Constitution of the United States. Even before the Second Amendment, for crying out loud. And yet they get the benefit from the... anyways. Twitter needs to attract and retain users as the growth in their numbers slows. Yeah, of course it slows. The company has spent the past few months consulting with an outside council of anti-harassment groups about its strategy for addressing the issue, which has become one of Chief Executive Officer Jack Dorsey's top priority. Jack Dorsey, this is the guy that fucking was part of banning Milo. So, yeah. Hey, are you getting all that pun, all that feminist pun that you're probably like, jeez. I don't know what's with these guys trying to fucking pander. What do you think? Like I say, Milo being gay probably could probably has more prospects to get poon some tang than Jack Dorsey would. and Milo's gay. Like I say, the disparity. Twitter took some small steps this year, such as making it easier for people to report abuse by letting them identify multiple offending tweets while filing their complaints. But the keyword tool, if implemented, would be the first to give users more control over what they see instead of blocking individual users after they attack. So, once again, go ahead and read this article. I don't need to finish it all because it just makes these videos stretch out longer than they really need to be. But, yeah, they're basically trying to squash free speech and create an echo chamber. Well, Twitter, if that was your point, why didn't you make that? Well, that's the thing. It's been changed. The upper management has been changed so much and shuffled around. I guess the original platform is just a sad shadow of its former self. But I mean, it's basically like they're trying to twist and distort the language to say we're trying to squash free speech and create an echo chamber for collectivists so that we're trying to create a safe space. Well, all right, have your safe space. But look at the people that you're going to have in your inner circle. Not really good for a business model. These companies have to create profits, right? So enjoy creating that echo chamber for a bunch of parasites and collectivists, because it's not going to work out real well for you, as you'll find out eventually. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.